first time. I suppose my biggest wish is that after 14 years she'll see some value in talking to our podcast about her terrible ordeal. I hope she'll want to remind listeners of what happened and want them to remember her son. I met Caroline Ellis that day, and I'm glad I didn't record our encounter. It wasn't too pleasant, and believe me, I think she's fully entitled to her privacy, especially after what she's been through. She was very angry about us. What's that? Sorry, I heard something. I thought... Sorry, my apologies. Anyway, Caroline Ellis was very angry about us making this podcast, and my teammates Vic and JJ discovered the same attitude from other people who'd been part of the story, including her brother Toby Ellis. To be honest, no one would talk to us. It seemed like a wall of silence had been built up in the town. Don't dig up the past seemed to be the message. Vic and JJ were still determined to make the podcast, but, well, it wasn't very good. And our course coordinator, Dr. Buick, felt that family members had not been treated with the proper respect. She pretty much insisted that we should forget about the story and develop another idea. I knew my teammate Vic wasn't happy about this. The following day, he wasn't around campus, and then the next morning, I got this phone message from him.
Hey, Natalie. Listen, amazing news. Someone who heard the podcast wants to talk to me. Seems like he knows something about the day Derek disappeared. I'm pretty sure he's going to tell me something really important. Something that wasn't known at the time. Freddie Cassells is his name. Anyway, I'll call you again as soon as I've talked to him.
Although I agreed with Dr. Buick that we should give up on the idea of a podcast about the Derek Ellis murder, right at that moment, hearing Vic so passionate about the whole thing, I couldn't help wanting something amazing to happen. And after all, remember, the killer hasn't been caught. Anyway, I kept checking my phone, but he didn't call again. I couldn't even ask JJ if he knew anything because he wasn't around college yesterday either. It seems really stupid of me now, but it didn't occur to me that there was anything strange about that until yesterday afternoon, when I got a very odd phone message. It came from JJ's phone, but he wasn't talking. This is what I heard. Okay, so it was one of those, an accidental call. But what was going on and what had happened after the call had cut off? I hope you get that it was around now I began to feel, well, maybe not frightened, but definitely concerned and nervous. Sorry. I'm actually getting a bit spooked. I'm gonna have to move from here. I'll stop recording now. Sorry. Okay, this is better. Anyway, so... Oh yeah, the strange accidental call from JJ's phone. I started wondering if there was any way I could work out where that call had come from. I asked a classmate, Kylie, who's much better technically than me, if she could help. She was able to isolate the background sound, and when I heard this... I realised something that really freaked me out. It sounded very like the background on the message I'd gotten hours earlier from my classmate Vic. So, Kylie worked on the background sound of his phone message too. It was almost definitely the same busy location. As the background sounds became clearer, both Kylie and I recognised that it was not somewhere local, but a particular place much further away. About 60 miles, actually.
A historic scheduled monument. Hamilton Dock was built between 1864 and 1867.
Hamilton Dock. It's in the Titanic Quarter in Belfast, and it's one of the busiest tourist spots in Northern Ireland. That's where the calls from my classmates had come from. And as there was no more contact last night, when I woke up this morning, I knew there was only one.